Welcome to The Creative Missionary, the podcast for songwriters, vocalists, storytellers, and artists who believe their gifts are more than just self-expression. They're tools for God's mission. Welcome to Vocals for Media Missions. I'm Pearl, and in this series, we're going to explore how to unlock the instrument you already have. Our guest instructor for this series is Cynthia Lok, an award-winning singer-songwriter who is also a worship leader and vocals instructor. Over the next 10 episodes, we'll explore the fundamentals of singing so you can build confidence, improve your technique, and unlock the unique sound that only you can bring to the world. Today's episode is called The Instrument You Own, Your Voice. We'll talk about the right mindset and posture, and then we'll guide you through the first vocal exercise to feel your voice together. And just to kick things off with some fun, you'll also get your very first vocal assignment, recording yourself so you can track your progress from this first episode all the way to the last episode, which is episode 10. Let's dive in. So here's a question for you. Do you like your voice? We'll give you a few minutes to answer this question, either on your own or within your group right now. You may pause this video if you need. Some people carry the belief that they can't sing, or they might think that their voice doesn't sound good. Well, our vocals instructor, Cynthia Lok, has had a long journey in learning to embrace her voice. Let's hear what she has to say.
Well, first of all, I think a lot of people probably don't like their voice. It depends on our upbringing. And so, if you got a lot of criticism growing up, but thank God we have the Lord. And what really helped me was I was just meditating on a certain scripture. And I was listening to this particular sermon. And in the sermon, it led to this particular scripture, which is Psalm 139, verse 13 to 14. And I literally would meditate and speak this over myself. And so I'm going to read it out to you. It says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well." And so when I first listened to the sermon, which was talking about loving yourself and loving who God created you to be, including your physical attributes and even the giftings and the anointings that you have, I felt like God was speaking to me, and he was saying "Cynthia, I love how I created you, and I did it with intentionality. I knit every single fiber. I knew how your voice was going to sound. I gave you this particular gift. I give you this particular, your vocal cords are a certain way, and your voice is a certain way, and it's unique, and I love the sound of your voice. And so that's how I see you, Cynthia, and I want to encourage you to see yourself that way.
Now, wasn't that beautiful? Nothing can help us go beyond our obstacles better than the word and truth of God. So in conclusion, the first step is to accept your voice, the voice that God has given you. It's no use envying another person's voice or trying to sound like someone else. Let's now talk about posture. Your posture will affect your voice. If your body is collapsed, your voice will be too. And that's why it's important to have proper posture. Heck, it's important to have proper posture even when you're not singing. So a while back, I took a few ballet lessons. We were taught in regards to posture to think that there's a string from the top of our heads and we're being pulled up. And so that when we're thinking of standing straight or having good posture is to think of that string just pulling ourselves up in that way. I thought that actually was very, very helpful. It just sort of brings the neck up a little bit too. And then it relaxes the shoulders somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the proper way of thinking in terms of
Yeah.
posture for singing as well?
Yeah, I think if you're definitely a visual person, like we all learn differently, but just having that visual of like a string is in my body and I'm like going to be as straight as possible, that's very helpful. Yeah.
And that's how you go about doing it as well? Or do you like do something else to make sure that your posture is straight?
Well, I actually learn kinesthetically.
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
like I'm not a visual person. Like I learn by doing.
Okay.
And so I just know to just posture my body a certain way.
Feels a certain
It just
way.
feels a certain way. Like I'm just conscious of what my body is doing.
Yeah.
So.
Can you show us what proper posture looks like?
Yeah,
Okay, let's
totally.
just say you're sitting and you're
Yes.
singing. What does
Yes.
proper posture look like when you're sitting and singing?
Yeah, I'm actually sitting really straight. I mean, I usually do sit up pretty straight, and when I record, I actually do sit, even though, so it is literally,
The question is my rear like all the way back in the chair, or is it halfway sort of?
well, because I'm short, I never lean back, so I'm always sitting forward, and my back is straight. So back is straight, and your neck is relaxed, and your shoulders are down. They're not hiked up. They're just relaxed, and you're just sitting as straight as you possibly can. Like if you have a ball at home, like one of those exercise like bouncy ball things, that would be good, because you usually will have to sit up straight. But yeah, so it's just very simple. Just
I have one issue, and I don't know if others might have the same. Is that even when I'm sitting straight and shoulders relaxed, my neck or my head tends to fall forward. Is that a right posture, or how far?
Definitely not.
How far do I
you
have to
don't
push my head back?
You don't want it to
until
be
I don't
so.
feel like.
Yeah, you don't want to be like uncomfortable. So it's just whatever feels not. But yeah, like don't slouch your head down. I think it would be really helpful if
Where should I look?
you have a mirror. So you have a mirror and just, I mean, your chin should be perpendicular. So like 90 degrees. So like it's not angled. Like this would be angled and that would be angled. And like, this would be, everything wants to be perpendicular. You want to just be perpendicular.
Just lined up.
Just if you had a ruler, like perpendicular is 90 degrees. So like this. So your back is like this and your neck is like that and everything is just 90 degrees.
Good posture creates space for your breath and sound to flow freely. So remember, stand tall, feet hip width apart. Unlock your knees. Imagine a string gently pulling the crown of your head upward. Shoulders relaxed. Chest open. To help you keep your posture, you can sing in front of a mirror. Okay, remaining in your proper posture right now, let's try some exercises. Just feel how this instrument of ours, our voice, works through our body. Don't worry if this feels a little foreign. For some of you, it could be the first time you're discovering what it feels like to be extra aware of how your body works in order to produce and project your voice. So, Cynthia, when I sing, I'm not professional, but when I sing, I'm aware of three things that's going on in my body, even though there's probably more going on at the same time. But the first thing I feel is, I guess, the usage of my diaphragm. And then the next is I feel some resonance here in this area of my face. I hope that's correct. And then if I try to relax and kind of open up, I feel an openness, like right about here, the jaw, the throat, mouth. Yeah?
Yeah. Yep, that's right,
That's
Pearl.
correct. Okay, so I'm singing the right way.
Yeah. So I'll just go over a couple of things
Okay.
so that everyone who's listening can just be aware of what's happening when you're singing. And so the first place is your breath. And so if you want to just join with me, Pearl,
Okay.
Let's put our hands on our belly.
Okay.
So as you're breathing in, you're going to breathe through your nose, and you're going to notice that your belly expands when you breathe in. So let's do that together. Breathe in and breathe out. And when you breathe out, your tummy will deflate as you do that. Yeah.
I find it, maybe some people might find this the same as well. I need to almost control my belly. Like I have to control and make sure that it's actually, when I breathe in, that it inflates rather than deflates. Because it could happen the other way. I don't know, so weird, but I almost have to be conscious about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You got to put your mind to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good point. So you also mentioned resonance, and that is totally the right word to use. It's another word for the vibrations that we feel in our cheeks. And so one way that we can kind of sense that as we're singing is I like to hum or do sirens, what I call sirens. And so it's just, I'm going to just demonstrate it, and then we'll do it together. And so that's a... So it doesn't sound pretty. It sounds exactly like a siren. And so when you do that, so why don't you try that, and then tell me if you feel anything in your face.
Wait, how do you do that?
So, pretend you're a 5-year-old child, and you're on the playground and you're having fun.
Yeah.
Wee! Wee!
Wee!
Yes, exactly. Wee! So where do you feel that? Do you feel that anywhere in your face?
Wee! Right up at the top of my mouth, actually.
Yeah, so that's called the soft palate. So you'll feel some vibrations.
Yeah.
You'll feel some vibrations like near your nose area. And in your it's called the soft palate. Where you will feel those vibrations. And another thing that I like to do so that you can just feel what's happening while you're singing is we'll use our chest voice. And so if you just put your hand on your like right here, so on your chest, and go ah ah ah, just really loud.
Ah ah ah.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, did you feel something vibrate right here?
I did.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so that's resonance. Your chest resonance is right here. And so when you're using your chest voice, you will feel vibrations here. Yeah, so if you're like sitting still, nothing happening. But then even the moment that you talk, you can feel it moving. Like there's a little bit of vibration happening.
Right, right. Actually, it is, actually.
Every time you talk, you can feel it here.
Right.
But if you're doing the wee, you won't feel that here.
Wee!
You don't feel that here.
That's right. It's up here now.
Yeah. So those are the two places. Yeah.
And I guess when we're singing, we want to be feeling the chest vibrate.
Yeah, but you don't want to like really be conscious of it. It just happens. Like you don't even have to think. It just happens. It's just like breathing.
Well, actually, then it would be both. Like here and here.
Yeah, they're just
everywhere,
happening,
right?
Yeah, happening automatically.
You're just vibrating.
Yep, we're just vibrating at all times. And then the third thing you were talking about was just your mouth position. And so how we use our mouth in singing and in talking really affects the sound. It really does. And so I'll just give you an example. If you're going like, oh, 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 my mouth is like scrunched up, oh. But if I pretend it's a trumpet and I like, oh, it's just the sound is different.
Yeah, that's already even more.
It's like projecting. And even if you do this, oh, it's a projection, right? If like, oh versus oh. Oh. So that's the thing with your lips too. So your lip position is very important. Oh.
I hear it.
Yeah.
So the difference when your lips are more closed in, the sound is trapped in there. But once you open up, even like when you went like this with your lips, as soon as you did that, the sound came out.
Yeah. And the other thing I also like to tell singers as well is like sometimes I see a lot of people just sing like this. Oh. Oh, like how you got to open your mouth. Like if you're singing like this, happy birthday to you, it's not coming out. Happy birthday, like you got to open your mouth for the sound to come out. And so
that's interesting because I have seen singers who sing kind of with a smile and then they don't really move much yet they can still maybe it's a certain style, like maybe it's a certain way of lyrically or
Yeah.
when you pronounce the words that it creates a certain type of style.
Yeah, maybe it's like a certain
Yeah.
style, and if
Yeah.
you're acting
Yeah.
like in Broadway.
Although I have to say it's not teeth clenched.
yeah, not
It's
teeth
still
clenched.
relaxed, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you want to be, and then that's another thing. You want to be relaxed. You like your whole mouth area and throat area needs to be relaxed as you're singing. So another thing that we can do to just kind of be aware of our voices is a lip trill exercise.
Ooh, I hate lip trills.
Not everyone can do them, but we'll try.
can't,
We're just
yeah.
going to do one note, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can try. So I'm going to turn this way so I don't get spit on you.
Okay.
So do you want to try that?
No.
Try it. Okay, so try this. Try like squishing your face together. There you go.
Yeah, I got 2 seconds.
Hey, that's okay. You got to start somewhere. Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
got
Okay,
it.
that's really good. Yeah. So that's just it just helps us.
And the
become more-
vibrations all here.
Yeah, the vibrations are happening on your lips, and the lip is a very important part of your vocal instrument. Yeah.
So don't forget. And I guess it goes back to the same point as, when your lips are closed in
Yeah.
versus it's open, then the sound and how the sound plays, right?
Yeah.
It's not that while we're singing, we're going to be like,
Yeah.
vibrating our lips or anything like
No.
that. Okay. So lip trills are very hard, but there's also something else that's difficult, which is when the schedule gets really busy
Yeah.
or when I fall sick.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
So
yeah.
how do you work around that as a singer? Like, how do you continue to practice and sing while you're sick or while you're way too busy?
Yeah, totally. Okay. Busy. That's the
Busy.
first one.
Yeah.
I personally love practicing my voice in the car. So that's what I do. I know not everyone drives. But if you do drive, you should definitely practice your voice in the car safely. Make sure the audio is connected and you're not touching your phone. But
You mean you don't advise us to do it on the bus?
You
Or on
can do
public
it on the
transit?
bus. You can totally.
Or
But
while I'm in my Uber ride?
okay, so I'll first speak about if you have your own vehicle, that's a great place to practice your voice. I
Right.
do it all the time. I love doing it, especially on long car rides. But even if it's like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, just practice.
It's
Like,
actually a nice closed space.
Yes.
The sound actually
Yeah.
resonates around
Yes.
quite well too, yeah.
you can practice in your shower.
Yeah, okay.
You can practice.
All right.
The thing is with the shower, well, you can press play on your vocal lesson, right?
Yeah.
Press play and then go in the shower and then while you're doing dishes, that's what I do while I'm doing dishes, while I'm cooking, while I'm doing laundry, while you're doing your homework.
Oh, I'm
For you
not too
students,
sure about that.
while you're working, I've done that too. Like, if you're doing something mindless, you're just practicing your voice.
Right.
So yeah, those are a couple of ideas. If you're busy, even if you do 5 minutes, 5 minutes is better than nothing. Yeah. So if you're able to practice every day, it's building those singing muscles. Yeah.
And so what about when you're sick?
Yes. So when you're sick, I will still practice when I'm sick.
Wow.
The only time that I won't practice, and you also should not practice, is when you have lost your voice completely. And so the
Okay.
test for this is if you are able to do this, woo, woo. Okay, you can hear like I can hit that note. Woo, it's your head voice. If you're like,
All right. If you're losing your
and your voice is
voice.
If your voice is completely gone,
Yes.
if you've lost your voice a bit, it's still okay to practice.
Right.
So the vocal exercises for those, I know we haven't gone through vocal exercises yet, but we will later on in the podcast. But things that are like a lip trill is perfect for when you're sick. Like anything hooty, like goo 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 goo, like dopey. Those kinds of things are good to do when you're sick. Another thing is you can blow through a straw. So you blow through a straw and go like that. Just helps to keep your voice muscles like intact. And so the reason why you don't want to like stop singing is because then your muscles will like atrophy.
Right.
Wait, I don't know if I used proper English,
Right.
but like they will weaken. So
Right.
that's why you want to always be practicing your voice if possible. But obviously if you've lost your voice, don't sing.
So it's like an exercise. You just have
It's
to
an
keep up
exercise,
with it,
yeah.
keep the muscles going.
Yeah.
I think of like when you say atrophy, it's kind of like somebody who maybe like a senior who falls sick and then
Yeah.
they end up being bedridden for like a month, and then a month later they can't actually get up
They
and
can't
walk
use their
anymore.
muscles anymore.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
something similar to that, right? Although, yeah, sometimes we can get sick for quite a long time.
That's true.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But if you haven't lost your voice completely, like it's complete, then you can still practice. Obviously, you want to do it safely as well. So like if there's certain things too, like if people have nodules in their voice, but that's a whole other subject. If there's literally weird things happening in your vocal cords, then you need to see a specialist first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure it's safe.
Don't push yourself to the point where it actually damages
Yeah.
the vocal
Yeah.
cords. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Of course.
Okay. Now that we had a feel of our instrument, our voice, here's your very first assignment, and it's an important one. We want you to record yourself singing a short piece today. You can use your cell phone, that's probably the easiest. Your recording could be 1, a verse or chorus of a hymn, or a verse and chorus of your own original song, if you have one. This recording is your baseline recording. Save it, as you'll come back to it at the end of episode 10. When you listen back months from now, we hope you'll hear how your techniques and expressions have improved. You might also hear a different voice, a voice that's more distinctly yours. So go ahead and do your recording now. Once complete, drop the audio recording in your course folder. And now, with your first recording saved, you've officially started your journey. By episode 10, you'll have a before and after snapshot to look back on and hear where you've improved and where you may still struggle. Thanks for joining us on this very first episode of Vocals for Media Missions. Next time, we'll go deeper into breathing techniques. You'll learn how not to use your extrinsic muscles to cause unnecessary tension when singing. That's all for now. Until next time, keep practicing, keep on singing, and keep carrying the mission forward. Thanks for joining me on The Creative Missionary. If today's episode inspired you, please subscribe for more and share it with a fellow creative in your church or network who needs a reminder that their creative gifts matter and that creativity is for a purpose far greater than just self-expression. It's for God's mission. That's all for now. Keep creating, keep serving, and keep carrying the mission forward.